4.
4?
John already knows.
Yeah. Actually, what's funny is all those girls in that video, you don't want to know the income that fucks those girls.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
It's very
What do you think?
Yeah, right. Why is that?
What would you want his income to be?
I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000.
I would have to say 127.
Probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000. Is that bad?
150, maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable.
What kind of stupid ass question is this?
I was just having this conversation with my friend, and she was like, "You have to manifest a husband, girl. Ideally,
You manifest her. Got it.
My husband needs to be making like 650,000.
So you said you want 500K, but what do you think the median income is for a 30-year-old?
60K? 70K?
It is $45,000.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
I think it's 250,000.
What?
It's 52,000.
What? No, it's not. Damn, America.
All right, real quick,
so there you go.
before we go on, ready, ladies, the average North American male in the United States is making how much a year? Allie?
38,000.
About that much. How much? What do you think?
Well, I mean, 40, right?
40? What do you think?
40,000.
40,000. What do you think?
I would say around 50.
50?
I'd say 38, 40,
30?
somewhere in there, yep.
Yeah, about 40.
It's about 38. Okay, now the top 10% of wage earners in the United States make how much? What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Are we talking about the
400K.
1% here, or
Top
are we talking
10%. Top 10%.
80,000.
Huh?
400K.
400K, what do you think?
That's actually not much.
Ooh, I don't know, 500,000.
What do you think?
150.
150, what do you think?
300.
300, what do you think?
80.
80? It's about 173,000. The top 1% of wage earners in the United States, what do you think they make?
I don't know.
No?
Well, man. 300K then, based on this? No.
What do you think?
Progression.
I don't know.
I think it's over.
How much?
250.
What do you think?
4.
4?
John already knows.
Actually, what's funny is all those girls in that video, you don't want to know the income that fucks those girls.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
Yeah.
It's very
What do you
low.
think?
Yeah, right. Why is that?
Quick, I'm asking you one more time. The top 1% of wage earners.
300.
It's about 450,000. Okay, now the thing is, I've done this show for a while. The first couple times we asked these questions, the numbers we got were outrageous. Girls are like, the average top 10% makes $5 million a year. I need a man who makes $10 million a year. How tall is the average man? He's 6'2". How many sexual partners the average man has? He has 25. The average man has about 4.
Public education.
I want to
guys.
say that
Public
if their net income is 5 million, well, they're kind of stupid. They should not declare that much.
Of course, they should not.
So they should not be
Of
the
course, you're
top
correct, and that's the reason why. But that's the thing. You understand that because you work with a company that buys real estate. Most people have no concept of that idea, and a lot of women, when they're talking about this, again, when we talk about don't understand male self-help, it's a function of he's got investments in real estate, he has investments in assets. She doesn't have any concept of that. It's just there's a pile of money, and she gets some of the money for the thing she wants, and there is no understanding of how the money was created. In your case, you're a vice president.
I actually have a very, I wouldn't say people say feminist. I have a very menist point of view on this matter, basically.
Based.
Right? Menist, yeah. I'm kind of pro-men on this.
You trained her right.
Because I trained myself right. Thank you very much.
Oh, you guys are not sexist couples?
No, we're not sexist
I thought I'm at the
couple.
Red Pill House.
No, we're at the First Amendment House. By the way, can you two move closer to Zarko, please? Thank you.
Yeah, what I was going to say is that
After having seen that video, do you have a different opinion on what Zerko was saying about how women are gold diggers?
By the way, like you guys, again, half of you have been on my show before and you've seen the show before. The girls, whenever they have not been on the show or they've not been on Fresh and Fit, they come in there and it is $5 million every fucking time. My boyfriend needs to make $500,000 a year. That is 1% of wage earners in the United States that make $500,000 a year. But the reason is, specifically in Las Vegas, for those of you who live in Las Vegas, when we go out to see Drake at Excess, every table's $100K. So you start to believe that's what men are. And you also are surrounded by a bunch of dudes fake Paddocks and rented Lamborghinis, and you start believing that that's what the world is. Like you said, perception
But it
is
works.
reality.
The fake
Yes, it works.
Rolex gets your dick sucked. The fake, I know a guy who photoshops Lambos in his Instagram photos, and it works for him. Faking you're rich works. That women
How
do not.
desperate.
Well, I mean, that's a winner.
That don't work.
desperation.
Men or women?
Oh, I meant the guy.
No, that's a
I mean,
businessman.
women too. I feel like.
No
and
liability.
women too. No, but women too. I think it's a problem. It's
Mike, no liability off the lot. That's a businessman. Fantasy Ferrari.
Hey, you know what the depreciation for one day with a Lamborghini is? 0. That's correct.
Hey, you attract what you are.
You know what's that? And you get to write it off on your taxes. You tell your
Exactly.
accountant.
I'm not saying he should marry him, but it's great farming experience like that when she thinks you're rich.
When you have a fake watch, do you write that off on your taxes? That like you tell your accountant you got your dick sucked? Is that how that works? You explain that to your accountant that way?
You have a fake accountant.
Is that what it works? That's fucking hilarious. That's so good. All right. So did we have any questions? Because I know you had another clip that you wanted to play here.
I just wanted to go around and say, do you have a different opinion of what he was saying? He's putting in terms of like a gold digger. Like when I talk about gold digger, it's just a girl who is giving up the game. Like women love opportunistically, men love idealistically. And I'm using opportunism in like the most like clinical definitions I can, okay? What I mean by that is women are looking for the long term. They're looking for long-term security because from the ages like 18 to 28, that's their window to lock down a guy who for the rest of their lives is going to provide financial security, emotional security, babies, be a loyal, dependable, whatever, off into perpetuity until they become like 80 or 90 years old.
Yeah, because you're saying they invest a lot. Women invest a lot when they get the wrong guy.
They need long-term security, longer in life than they have to like the 10-year window to consolidate on that.
I love that you said that's the most desirable man on earth with paycheck, with status, with looks. Ronaldo.
Yeah. Cristiano, and
Cristiano Ronaldo, not Ronaldo.
And Messi too.
Cristiano Ronaldo, yeah.
Messi.
All women on earth need to know. This is a billionaire, by the way. All women on earth need to hear this. He picked up a minimum wage, the McDonald's worker at the Gucci store. That's who he married. So when women say, I make so much money, what you're really saying is all those Ronaldo types don't want you. Don't leave Starbucks for OnlyFans. Get my Frappuccino and you'll get a Ronaldo.